This video is different from my other ones, as this is not a vlog nor a cinematic type video. This video serves as an introduction to a new series of videos about my recent trip to Asia with my family. So first, a bit of backstory. My family and I have been planning to go back to Laos for a few years at this point, as this is where they were born and grew up in before immigrating to the US in 1980. On this trip are my two sisters, Amanda and Jordan, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, and my grandmother. For my dad and my aunt, this would be their first time back in Laos in over 45 years. And for my sister and I, this would be our first time in Laos as we grew up in the US. The actual planning of the trip started about a year and a half ago, with a special thanks to my sister Amanda for buying our plane tickets and creating the entire itinerary that you see here. This trip would be about 3.5 weeks, and we'd visit a total of 3 countries: Singapore, Thailand, and Laos, plus one more for me, but we'll get to that later. As there are no direct flights from the US to Laos, and we traveled through these countries, we figured that we might as well visit Singapore and Thailand while we're there. And I decided to record and video our trip because 1, I run a YouTube channel, 2, it's not every day you get to travel to your home country, and 3, to have something to show our family down the line. Now, some parts of the trip will seem shorter than others because I couldn't record in certain places or my camera decided to die on me. Regardless though, these videos are probably the most enjoyable ones I've made since my days in South Korea. So this trip was divided into 4 portions: traveling to Laos, traveling in Laos, traveling in Thailand, and then finally coming back home. For the return, my family and I would part ways as they would go back home while I would spend an additional week in South Korea. Now, if you remember from my Korean vlogs, I studied abroad here, and I decided to go back after this trip with my family to visit some old friends I have over there. So this trip is part visiting family, part vacationing, part exploring, and a whole lot of packing and moving. We pretty much used every mode of transportation you can think of to get around on this trip, including planes, trains, vans, boats, and even a hot air balloon. And this is because we were pretty much on the move for most of the trip, staying in most places for less than 3 days before moving on to the next. And this is definitely a trip that I am gonna remember forever. So come with me on this month-long trip to 4 different countries where we'll visit the biggest, most advanced cities of the world to the smallest, most remote country villages. We'll see the richest parts of Asia and some of the poorest as well. We'll make new friends along the way and meet old ones as well. We'll go inside ancient Buddhist temples and walk around modern shopping malls. Come with me on this fun, emotional, and adventurous journey to the other side of the world. And to start, we fly 18 hours to our first country, Singapore.